Greetings, everybody. Greetings and welcome to Behind the Veil. This is going to be a wonderful night tonight. You're going to actually enjoy this night with my guests. It's going to be a blessing to you. We're getting ready to learn some stuff. I'm getting ready to learn how to lose some of this fat. And I'm going to tell y'all about that. I just went to the doctor today and can't wait to tell y'all what that doctor said to my face. Well, actually, he didn't say nothing. That scale said it. And, and as I was talking to the scale talked back. And so I want to make sure that we are doing a good job and that you all are able. Please come in. Y'all know how we do it. Listen, I'm going, hey, OG Bobby, I'm Stephen Williams. Welcome to Behind the Veil. They call me the Good Bishop. And ain't nobody really good like God. Nobody is as good as he is. No. And even though they call me the Good Bishop, ain't nobody like him. Y'all know how we do, though. Before I even come in, we're going to do our Song of the Week. And so our Song of the Week, I had to go back a little bit. This is not from the new project. I can't wait to tell y'all all the stuff that's going on, everything that's happening. And I'm really, really, really excited about this moment. And so let me get to my Song of the Week, and then we will, I'll do a little bit and play some of the intro to it. And we will, I'll be right back, y'all. Don't go nowhere. But this is our Song of the Week. I like this tune. It's actually from my last project. And I had a good time doing this project, and I had a fun time with this particular song.
Now the word of God,
it's called Good Ground.
That you can see. And if it
to my guest, I'm a
place, it will produce
glorified DJ.
It is seed. Wherever it lays, it'll bring victory. Find this place.
Hey, Gloria.
In your soul will produce, and it'll make you whole. Word of God has got to land on. You gotta believe and receive it all. I decree that's me. You're a good ground. Come on, say it. The word of God is C-U-T. Wherever it lays, it'll bring victory. Find this place in your soul. It will produce, and it'll make you whole.
Marcella is watching tonight. Hey, Charlene. OG Bobby.
I receive it, I believe. I decree that's me.
Anybody, good ground.
Come on, say it. Because the devil reaches in and takes it out. That's stony ground. He presents himself and then produces doubt. Stony ground. It's choked with the cares of this life.
Gotta be good ground. Shelby Harper, Reginald B. Colvin, Stephen Paulson,
he presents himself and produces doubt.
Tanya Parker, girl, I love you. Dr. Rudy Hill, love you, man.
The word of God, C-U-T, wherever it is, if it finds this place, wail in your soul, it will produce, and it'll make you whole. Hey, good ground.
Anybody good ground tonight?
Whatever the word says,
if the word fall on you, it's gonna work if you good ground.
That's me. I'm good ground. Come on, say it now. Good ground, good ground, good ground, good ground, good ground. Come on, good ground. Now the word of God is seed, and wherever it lands, it will manifest. All you gotta do is receive it and believe in it with all of your heart. And so I declare it. Let the word fall on me.
Tracy Staley, Dr. Tracy Staley.
Everybody will see it. I can have.
Yes, sir, Charlene. I'm good ground.
And it will manifest
Everybody gonna see it. See if I can lose some of this weight.
I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, I'm increased. I declare whatever God said is in His word. Oh, come on, let the word fall on me. From Genesis to Revelation, His promises are bad. I'm good ground. Hey, I want the word to fall on me. I receive all my blessings of good ground. Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. I am good ground. I am good ground. Welcome to Behind the Veil. Stephen Williams here. They call me the good bishop, and I'm telling y'all, ain't nobody good like God. But I'm determined I've got to be some good ground. So I've made way. I've made myself ready for this conversation tonight with my very special guest. We went to college together way back when, and I done found out some stuff tonight that I really didn't know, but she is awesome. And we're getting ready to talk about, y'all, Lord, y'all know how we are. We done got a little older, and this thing called weight loss is around, and it will not leave us. I want you to welcome tonight to my very special guest. And we're going to talk about her. We're going to put some stuff in here, and we're going to tell you, I knew her as Marie, but her name is really Shirley. I guess it's Shirley Marie or Marie Shirley, Shirley Marie, Shirley Marie. And so we're going to pick this up. Welcome to Behind the Veil, all the way from, I want to say Maryland. Washington, up there in that area. You know where she is. Up there in the DMV. Yeah, up there in that area. Come on. Welcome to Behind the Veil. Shirley. Pastor Shirley Marie Battle. Thank you for being with me tonight.
Thank you for having me.
I am so excited for the opportunity to just dig into this. Now, y'all, let me give you this. I'm gonna give you a precursor because I'm busy. I'm extremely busy. But let me just give you the onset before you come up with any kind of crazy excuses. Check this out. She's married. She is a teacher, like a school teacher, like every day. She pastors a church that she started. She has 3 children, boys, 27, 25, 15. She got 3 grands and 1 on the way. And so having all of that, she's a woman and a wife, friends, trying to juggle all of that. And I was intrigued by her story. We watch kind of people on Facebook that we know from college and all that good stuff. And I looked up one day and she had lost a tremendous amount of weight. And I wanted her to come on here to talk to us about the thing that plagues us all. And that is gaining weight as we are older. All right. And so I'm transparent. I'm gonna be transparent tonight. I'm not gonna be too transparent. You cannot see it. I realize you cannot see it. I know you can't. I know they can't because they always tell me you look good. You look good. But I went to the doctor today. Today I went to go see my doctor, and I got on the scale. Dr. Marie, Dr. Shirley Battle, and that thing told me 280, 85, 285 and some change. I rounded it up to 286. Y'all, I'm 14 pounds away from being 300.
Hello.
Hello. Can somebody say hello? Hello. So I need this tonight more than y'all. I got my cards so I can take some notes, and don't y'all laugh at me. And whatever you do, don't try to run into me. You ain't gonna move 285 too easily. So don't do it. Don't let the devil. Do not do a Will Smith. It ain't gonna work in your favor. It's not gonna work in your favor. Welcome, Pastor Shirley. Battle, welcome to Behind the Veil. Tell us about your process. How did this all start? What happened before we get to what you're doing? Tell us, how did you get there and what happened with this whole thing? Is this something you've battled all your life, or how is this working? How does this work out for you?
Honestly, I have certainly battled with my weight all of my life. I've always been a heavyset girl. You like to say we're the thick girls or what have you. But I've always been, on these yo-yo diets, doing really well. Like when I got married, I was looking pretty svelte, had the little waist and had it all going on. And that was probably before right now, that was probably the smallest I'd ever gotten, which was a size 16. And I thought I was doing something then because my frame is just pretty large. So 16 typically looks even smaller than I am. And so um, I, got married to a wonderful husband who can cook out the wazoo. And I just put on pound after pound. And it's funny because when you are gaining weight or, you don't really realize how big you are sometimes until you step back and see it in another way. And I knew I was overweight and I knew I was still trying to squeeze in certain things because I'd always prided having a smaller waist, but things were just getting bigger and bigger. And I was like, I'll just buy bigger clothes and I'll just this and that. I'll still have to, look good, but I'll just buy bigger clothes. But it got to the point where it was getting hard to walk up steps. It was getting hard to move around. I was like, I got to be fit for the kingdom. And so it was interesting because I had been trying all these fad things, like spray this spray or take this pill or do this thing or, all these things I'm trying. Actually, when I lost my father about 3 years ago, I was in the process of doing this meal plan, which was a pretty nice thing. It was meal plan and working out. It was training me giving me some discipline. But when I lost my dad, I kind of lost my way. I
Gotcha.
got caught up in the emotional eating. And so my trainer had even said, handle this and then come back. I never came back. When the pandemic hit, I discovered that sitting down all day after,
Oh
I'm a
yeah.
school teacher, so I'm moving all the time. Even though I was overweight, at least I was, kind of keeping it steady. I literally gained almost 30 pounds in a month.
Wow.
That's a pound a day. Hey, Ramily. But I gained about a pound a day. And I could not believe, and I joke about this because during the pandemic, having to do videos for church and everything, I looked at one of the videos where I'm trying to step up one little step to get to the pulpit. And I'm looking like an old lady dressed in somebody's curtains with this huge dress
I'm
and
screaming.
said, oh my God, help me, Jesus.
Wait a minute.
So,
Wait a minute. I need to stop right there so I can get this out. Gloria. she, said, she said she was an old lady stepping up in a curtain. I got to use that one, but go ahead.
I'm trying to tell you, that dress looked
I'm
huge.
sorry. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. That was funny to me. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm gonna let her get to a story.
Woo.
Okay.
Right.
All right. The curtain.
So that day, and again, mind you, I was trying these things that I thought was helping me. I decided to get on the scale that day. And instead of me going down with these quote unquote things I was trying, my weight was steadily going up. I tipped the scale at 300. Yes, the curtain. I tipped the scale and I thought I would never ever reveal to anybody that I had hit 300 pounds. Like, I was so embarrassed, so ashamed. It literally brought me to my knees in repentance because here I am, a child of the king, supposed to be taking care of this temple. And it's even a part of the mission and vision of our church that we not only take care of our spiritual bodies, but that we take care of our physical bodies. Because how can we be effective for the kingdom if we're out of shape, if we're in bad health and not taking care of this temple? Even one of my doctors has said, come on, God has blessed you real good to have life and you got to take it. You only have one. And I remember feeling like, oh my goodness, he just like ate me up today. And But when I saw that number on the scale, it was I guess the addict's rock bottom for me. I remember when I said I would never weigh 200 pounds, much less 300. Like I
Right.
couldn't believe my eyes. So I literally at the moment fell to my knees in repentance. And I laugh about it now, but I was serious, and I was sorry to God because I had misused his body, his temple.
Yeah.
And I know that if I'm going to do the business of the kingdom, I have to be fit for the kingdom. And
Now,
so
before you go any further, were you when you went to the doctor, were you like healthy? Like, I mean, did you have like high blood pressure? Because I think sometimes that's an illusion. Because when we go to, like, I went today, and I'm at 285, and but everything else is like great. So I leave there feeling well. Okay, everything else is good. Yeah, no craziness. And I think sometimes when we get those good reports, we misinterpret the fact. Because I want to go back to something that you said, this weight loss, like you're not kingdom fit. Because I took that from what you, when we talked about this initially, that we may be community fit, but we're not kingdom fit. And I wanted
I
you
was
to
tired all the
elaborate.
time. Right. I was
Got
tired
you.
all the time. I was lethargic. Any moment I could, I was trying to sleep. And again, like I would walk up the steps and be like, "Whew." Like, I mean, I was used to, even, I've always been a flexible person, no matter how big I was, I could get away with things. So like you said, I would be healthy. Even then, the doctor was like, but this will lead to certain things if you don't get a hold of it. And so, and that was years ago when he told me that. But I was just like, I'm still doing all right. All my blood tests were okay. Now, I did start to play around with that blood pressure, but I'm like, oh no, don't put me on medicine. I'll lose weight. So I would lose weight, and check in good when my blood pressure keep going because I'm like, I don't want to be on pills. But it wasn't consistent. I would have to go and come back. And I knew I started to feel different. And especially gaining so much weight in such a short time. I mean,
Yeah.
coming
A
home
pound.
to teach virtually and eating snacks at my table, thinking Twizzlers is okay to eat. Hey, it's fat free. Eat some Twizzlers all day. And I mean, literally, just the I think the non-motion and the fact that I was not even moving, but sitting in front of a screen, and it was crazy then trying to figure out how to teach virtually, what to do. I literally was spending hours in front of the computer at that time.
Yeah, but you're busy because you're a wife, you're a mother. You still. I mean, it's so the inactivity from the teaching piece. But here are these other factors that you have where you still seemingly are kind of busy, but
Yeah,
I guess you're
still
not.
very busy.
Yeah, still kind of
Right,
busy,
but
but
think about it. Even at home, I'm preaching sitting down in front of a screen till I made my back drop and tried to stand up and preach, or it was very different. So again, I fell to my knees that day and I prayed, God, I've tried this. I need your help. I literally said, God, I'm giving this to you. I'm repenting. I'm sorry that I've misused your body and I need your help. And again, I laugh about this today, but almost like the movie from the Blues Brothers, the light came on. It's like I came in to my family room and there was a Weight Watchers commercial. And I looked and I was like, God, are you serious? What? It was like, oh, no. So I was like, God, are you really serious? Weight Watchers? All I thought about Weight Watchers was that it was something where you had to go buy a bunch of frozen food or, yeah, do certain things. I had no idea what Weight Watchers was about. However, I did know a friend and a former parent who were very successful with it. And my other friend, she was like 400 plus pounds. And the fact that I noticed in a short time that she was losing, I was like, wow, this is amazing. I've got, so I even called her. I said, are you still on Weight Watchers? And um, she was saying, let's start it back up together. And so it was on from there. But I always tell people, we can want it all we want, right? But until we really, really make up in our mind that I'm going to do whatever it takes by any means necessary. We can keep wanting it, but if we don't do the work for it, because it was funny because I would get excited as the process was going. And now when I even look back at pictures, when I lost 20 pounds, I was like, ooh, wow, I lost 20 pounds. My waist is coming back. But when I look back at those pictures, I'm like, gosh, I was still huge, but I was so excited just to have continual progress happening. I mean, I'll never forget the first time I didn't lose. I thought I would go crazy. I was like, I didn't lose this week. What was wrong? What did I do? Because then I became used to just constantly making progress. And I will tell you that with Weight Watchers, a lot of people are like, oh, I want to join. But if your mindset is not there, you won't really apply it. I believe the program works if you work it. Um, I am very conscious. I log my food every single day. I
Wow.
work. I became a workout workaholic. Like I was working out 7 days a week and had to make myself only do 6 because I needed to rest my body. There is such a thing as doing too much. Um, but I
I'm the poster child of that. I'm definitely the poster child of that. Yeah. So let's go back. So when you start, there was something that I wanted to, there are 3 things: finding a program.
Mhm.
Well, actually, having a mindset,
Mindset. It begins with the mindset.
and then really finding a program that works for that mindset. Because if you don't do that, things, if you don't do that, you got to have a program. You got to have a mindset. And I think one of the things that she intrigued me about was, am I kingdom fit? And I had to start asking myself, because we do a lot mentally, we do a lot, and then I had crossed that threshold from 50. So now I just turned 55, and so I had crossed that threshold. And so you're talking about in 10 years, right? If I continue to do what I'm doing in 10 years, that's that eligible place where you can retire. And I'm like, okay, am I fit enough to, because COVID saved my body. I was pastoring 2 churches. So this was my Sunday routine. Sunday, I was up. I would do praise and worship at 9 o'clock. I did the praise and worship. I then finished praise and worship. I taught. I would preach hard, get in my car, go to my next assignment. I did praise and I'd take a breath. They would start. I'd get back up, do praise and worship again, sit down for the offering, and then preach hard again. And then we would go to an afternoon service. And over there, I'm singing and I'm preaching hard again. That was Sunday. That was every Sunday, Pastor Bat, for 6 years, 6, 7 years, consistent. I didn't realize my body was tired until COVID. Because and you already, by the time you end Sunday, for those of you who don't know, by the time we end on Sunday, we're preparing for whenever Bible study is. If hers is on Tuesday, you got to already start that process. First, you got to get up and go to work the next day because we're bivocational. And so you're already having to start to make sure you have the right word for the next time you have a Bible study. And then somewhere in there, we got to deal with husbands and wives and children. And then if somebody has an issue, we got to pick up the issue. And even when we want to break down, it's not like you all really are concerned. You need us visible on our Bible study nights, and you want us visible on that Sunday. So by the time we finish with the Bible study, hers is on Tuesdays, mine is on Wednesdays. She's already starting again around about Thursday, Friday, getting ready for Sunday. And that's not even having to deal with meetings. And that's not even having to deal with what you're doing on a daily basis. And so the weight creeps up on you because you're tired, but you're busy. It's a good busy, but you're tired and you become exhausted. So you've got to have a kingdom desire. And everybody who's listening to me now, I really want to encourage you. If you are listening to me You really do, regardless of what you think, you have a kingdom purpose. You may not pastor, you may not want to be a preacher, you may not do any of those things, but whatever it is you've been giving, it is a kingdom assignment. It doesn't come from man.
Yes.
God is the one who's pulling your strings, which is why you can't do all the things you think you want to do. It's a kingdom assignment. And I said this years ago, and I'm gonna let you help me out with that. I said this years ago. I asked people, what's more important, health or your anointing? And most people would say, oh, my anointing. I've got to make sure I'm anointed. And I said to them, you are only as anointed and effective in your anointing as your body is healthy.
Mm,
Because
that's good.
being in a hospital bed diminishes your effectiveness for your anointing.
Mhm.
And it's not super deep. It
Nope.
could be that you just help people out. It could be you just a great friend. If that's what God wants you to do, you look, you don't have to have a title to do this, but everybody has a kingdom call. And so you have to make sure that we deal with this kingdom vessel. So she said mindset and then a program. I was going to ask you, because the first thing you said was you called somebody. How important after mindset program is partnership?
Oh, it's real essential, and it's good to have partnership with people that are like minded. You know, you, amen. Yes, you have to. For me, it's funny because the more I started to show evidence of it working, the more people sort of assign themselves to me. And initially, she and I decided we were going to do it together. And then next thing you know, another friend wanted to join us, and then another friend wanted to join us. Now, unfortunately, three of them didn't stay with
Didn't continue.
us. But that's where mindset kicks in. I actually started to feel bad because we were checking in with each other every week. We had the same weigh-in day, and we would say whether we lost or gained or what have you, and we would cheer each other on and encourage, because that's important too. We would encourage one another. I would be so excited when I lost, and I could share with them, and I knew I was going to have my cheerleaders going. Um, and then, but that's the other great thing about Weight Watchers. They have a connect program. It's almost like Facebook on Weight Watchers. So
Got you.
there would be nights that I would sit up and just scroll through success stories because it would just really encourage me. It would just really push me over the edge like, wow, this can be done. Look at this. I can't wait till that's my story. And now I get to share my story with other folk. I get to show the before after. I never even thought I would show people. Like I had to search for whole body pictures because I didn't want to take whole body pictures when I was that size. I didn't even realize you could see it so much in my face. Like, some of my friends started calling me just when they started seeing my pictures that I posted before I even did the before after. People started noticing my face was looking a lot smaller, and they were like, "What are you doing?" And so more and more people were asking me about what I was doing, and I was making these connections. But I had to stick to what my goal, what my plan was. I told you before when we talked, I never plan to stop Weight Watchers. So once I reach my ultimate goal, which I'm not there yet, but once I reach my ultimate goal, I plan to use it for maintenance. It's really inexpensive. And it's working for me. And I
Right.
don't
Now,
look back.
do you establish a goal? There are two things you said. I'm one of these days I'm gonna be a good interviewer. But there are two things that you said that you said there is a wait day, and then you said there is a goal. Now, when you initially come in, do you do the goal? Because this has always been intriguing to me. Do you try to do, like, I want to do the goal of when I was younger? Is that realistic? Number one, or should I pick something that fits my body where I feel good? So for me, being down to 200 pounds, I'm going to look sick. I mean, I'm going to look sick. I already know I'm going to look sick. And so my body weight for me seems to be around 235, 240, because I was at 235, 240, and that was kind of the peak of how I felt.
Mhm.
So when you establish your goal, did you establish a realistic goal? Did you establish a goal in your mind? Do you understand my question? Because sometimes people are
Absolutely.
like, child, I'm trying to get down to a 6. Well, if you big boned it, wait, if you big boned it,
You're gonna
6,
look you're gonna look really bad.
you're gonna look kind of bad. So, maybe 6 is not what you really want to go for, but maybe you want to go for something realistic. And what is weight day? And should we do that? How often should we do that?
It is recommended that you weigh yourself once a week and not drive yourself getting on the scale every day. Like, depending on what kind of goals I set, I will get on the scale every day. I don't track it every day, but I will get on it. So I have, I have a weight journal that I've been journaling my weight for the past 3 years actually, to watch
Well,
how it.
they taking notes. So
I
while
think,
you doing that, Shelby, let's add, get a goal.
yeah, but see, here's
Let's
the thing about a goal. It is so essential to make baby goals. It's like baby steps. So when you set a goal and you achieve it, so if you say I want to lose 5 pounds, and don't set a time, just I want to lose 5 pounds. And when
got
you
you.
reach that 5 pound goal, you're like, yes, I did it. And I actually started with 10 because it's kind of easy to lose 10, especially when you're just starting. It's easy to lose 10 because it's like a lot of water weight, right? But it still makes you feel good. When you lose 10 pounds, you're like, yes, I've done this. So then what I was doing,
You
I
you
went
giving out
10 pounds.
nuggets though. I keep interrupting because you're giving out nuggets. Set the weight, but don't set the time. That's talk about that because that's a crucial. I'm time conscious. I want to be able to for the summer. I, I want to be able to look like this. But how important is it to just set the weight and not set the time?
I think it's important to just set the weight another time because, first of all, it's better to lose it slowly and not try to do this quick fix thing. A healthy way to lose weight is 1 to 2 pounds a week. Now, when I first started, I lost about 7 pounds that first week. And I was like, whoa, I was all hyped. But again, a lot of it was water weight. It was easy. And then it inched down to maybe 3 to 5 pounds. And then it was that 1.12 pounds. Look, it adds up because you don't want your body to, when you lose it fast, you gain it even faster. So it's good to pace yourself, and it's a healthier way also for your body to sort of tone up and catch up with what you're doing. Sometimes you'll even gain while you're trying to lose. Um, Again, it's not so much the number on the scale, but it's like how you're feeling. Sometimes my number might go up a half a pound or so, but my inches. So I started tracking my inches as well as my pounds. I'm
Got you.
actually weighing more now than when I got married, but I wear a smaller size. I'm now in a size, my 14s are actually getting too big now. So I went
Woohoo!
I went from a 24. I can actually wear 12s and mediums up, some medium tops up top. So my top is of course still smaller than these hips of mine. But I can wear a 14, and in some clothes I can wear like linen pants. I can definitely wear a size 12.
Wait a
I
minute.
wait to be able to
You
get
you said you went from a what to a what?
a 24 to a 14. I'm
Saints
technically
of the Most
24
High
to a
God.
12. I'm half my size. I went from
Say,
300 pounds.
you
So
can do it. You can do it. Uh,
I,
I was going to tell my friend Cannon. He says I'm collecting them nuggets. Cannon, as long as it's not chicken nuggets,
right.
collect these nuggets to lose this.
Yes, it's been
Go ahead.
amazing. It has really been amazing.
That's awesome.
And,
Let me
and I
celebrate you.
said,
Let me clap.
oh,
Because that's worth a clap. I mean, you have to.
yeah.
That is amazing to first of all be able to be that transparent about that and just give us a moment to kind of say yes, like you half your size, like you've done that. And so I want to take the time to just say, ooh, congratulations. That's quite a bit. So don't just measure your weight, sometimes measure your inches.
Yes, yes. I did when I started out, I did inches and weight because sometimes you might lose inches and not the weight. And so you can be encouraged when your clothes start feeling looser and I remember the first time I had to cut my belt down. Like I had to cut it notches down. I had to cut inches off my belt.
Look
So
at Stacy.
yeah, go Stacy, girl. I saw
Stacy
it.
said she
I was
went from
like,
a
Stacy was
16 to
looking
a
real
4. Good God about it, Stacy.
good to a 4. Okay?
Congratulations. You doing it.
And it's so funny, Stacy, because now my thing is I want to see what it's like to wear single size clothes. Like I want to know what it's like to fit into an 8. And now 4 is not gonna look good on me. I can't do a 4. But I wouldn't even want to do a 4 because I know I would probably look anorexic. My brothers are already telling me, girl, your head gonna start looking too big.
You're gonna have a big head.
So yeah, I can definitely wear 12s up top, some 10s. I was so excited. I get so excited when I can buy a medium. Like my friend accidentally bought me a medium Adidas outfit. I said, I'm gonna try it on, or I'll hold it till I can fit it, but I can wear it. You know, it's leggings. It's something I'll work out in. I ain't going out in the street in it, um, but I can fit it, and it's like wow, you know. So I'm just really, really excited about those things that have happened. And for me, I set those baby goals. Even Weight Watchers suggest that you do that. I started out with the 10 pounds, and then I doubled it. So I said, next time I want to lose 20 pounds, and then I said, okay, now I want to lose 40. And then I was like, I'm trying to get to Wonderland. So my biggest goal now, I'm trying to hit Wonderland so I can be one something again and not two. Because right now I'm at 203.
Listen, when you said Wonderland, I was like, what's Wonderland? The world is a wonderland.
We call it a Wonderland. And we also talk about NSVs. We talk about the non-scale victories, which again, your pants and stuff gets too small. I mean, the joy I've had going into stores, and hey, I'm getting ready to not ever have to step foot in the Lane Bryant again. I mean, I can go to any store I want to wear clothes. Some of the liberties and freedoms I have now, I'm a roller coaster rider. Love, love, love roller coasters. But I couldn't fit my tail in a roller coaster at 300 pounds. I
Right.
like the day, I'll never forget the day I was so embarrassed when I needed a doggone extender on the airplane. I couldn't even fasten the daggone seatbelt. I'm sitting up next to my husband and my son feeling like this. Like, what? I'm looking around at this guy that's bigger than me. So I thought, well, he don't need no extender. Why I need an extender?
I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm
That
so
was funny for me too. Let me put my face up here. I'm sorry. That was funny for me. That was like the curtain. She's like,
I'm
I
trying to
needed
tell
an
you.
extender.
Extender. Okay.
She is
Want to go to
hilarious.
the go-kart. I can't even get my tail in no go-kart. And then don't let me have to get up off the daggone go-kart. So non-scale victory. I can get on the roller coaster. I can get in the go-kart. I can ride if I want to do now. So it's some liberties that just feel good. I can breathe again. I can, like at work, I never get, we have an elevator now. I never step foot on the elevator. That's another thing. I take advantage of times when I can walk and move. I got my Fitbit. I'm pushing to get those steps in every day.
So what do you do on a daily basis? So what's a typical week? So let's deal with a typical week. Um like because some programs, this is a good place. Some programs say eat 5 meals a day. The more you eat. And so what the process behind that is, I guess you will not be hungry. I guess that's the whole premise behind that.
My
Uh,
husband tells
some
me, you sure eat a lot.
non-scale victories. I'm working on one. Tanya says she's working on Wonderland. That's good. I'm excited for you. I'm encouraged. And she says non-scale victories are everything. So let's talk about that a little bit more. Just non-scale before I go, since she brought that up. Tell me some more, like non-scale victories would be like cutting your belt. Is that what you mean? Or the
Yeah.
inches or
Yeah. When your inches
um
clothes go down, like you might not see the scale move because muscle weighs more. So you might not
yeah.
see the go down on the scale, but you're building more muscle. And so your inches are coming down and you're burning more.
I'll make you holler. That's what I was telling the doctor. Mine was muscle.
Oh my goodness.
I was trying to convince him these are muscle weights. This is muscle
L-
pounds.
Let me say this that I think is really important too. One of the reasons why I really like Weight Watchers. It is like balancing a checkbook. That's what Weight Watchers teaches you to do. It teaches you, for instance, do I want water that's 0 points, or do I want a Mountain Dew that'll be 16 points full bottle?
Got you.
I got 22 points to eat a day. Do I want to blow
Ooh,
on a soda or have a 0 point water?
good God Almighty.
Yeah.
A soda is 16 points.
Or maybe
That's
eat a little, drink a little bit, drink a little sip.
be like Chris Rock. Can I have one rib? Don't give me the just one rib. I can't afford that.
But literally, that's what I've learned to do. Is like I have to
Woo!
balance it out. I have to balance out what I want to plan when I want to splurge. Like my wedding anniversary is coming up on Sunday, so I'm like watching it because I'm gonna have some dessert on my anniversary. Like
Right.
I know I want to do something, or I don't even call it a cheat day. I just I budget for it. And
Gotcha.
it works. So, and I've never felt deprived. I still go to Chick-fil-A. I'll get my French fries from McDonald's occasionally, but it's like, what am I? So if I get some French fries and I'm going to hone in on my 0 point foods for the rest of the day. That means I'm going to
Gotcha.
eat the vegetables. I'm going to eat my fruit, Hey, but you
So
don't
not
deprive yourself, which makes it
right. Yeah, I was saying not starving, not killing yourself, giving yourself opportunities to have something here. But so are you a calorie counter, or does your program just make sure it gives you points? So it simplifies it to give you points in a day versus calorie. My doctor told me that the best way to lose weight is, he said, it's simple. You can exercise all you want to, Mr. Williams, but it
what
is
you eat.
what you burn versus what you eat.
Yep.
So he said, if you eat 2,000 calories, if you want to lose weight, you're going to have to burn 4,000. I mean, you have to figure out what that intake. And so I don't have a Weight Watchers program, but I do have I'm counting, trying to, in my head, when I see calories, and I'm like, ugh, my problem is I've got to start burning them. My knee started hurting. I was exercising like 5 days a week,
Oh my.
and my knee started hurting. And when I went to go get the X-ray, there was nothing wrong with my knee. Like I knew then it was a meniscus, or it was tendon.
Yep.
And I said, I need to come off. I need to stop this pounding on that tendon, or it's not going to bode well. And
Right.
so I'm still looking for that next thing that gives me. And my friend is trying to get me into boxing. He says boxing is a good cardio, and it gives you, but it takes kind of the weight off of my knees, because right now I just can't do the running, of which I enjoyed. But I know if I continue that, I'm going to end up with surgery, and I don't want that at 65 with a limp. I don't want to be sitting around with a limp. So anyway, I digress.
Because my I was having trouble with my knees too, especially with all the lunges and stuff I was attempting to do, and I had to. That's another thing that sets you off, is when you got to stop working out, or when you got to stop doing something.
Yes.
And that messes.
Wait a minute. Shelby is wearing us out, girl. Shelby putting it down for her. Shelby, I'm putting you on my team. I'm calling. I need to. You need to be on my team. Get a mindset. Find a program that fits the mindset. Partnership. Set a goal. Set a weight, but don't set a time. That's a healthy way to lose. Measure your weight loss on pounds and inches. Non-scale victories. Shopping at other stores, not needing a seatbelt. They said your belt gets too big. So listen, this is good. Wonderland, single digit size. Shelby, I ain't gonna never see Wonderland until I get old. I told my sister, old people get.
When you get older, your metabolism slows down too. Because I used to be able to lose weight fast. When
Yeah.
I would do it before, it would go away fast, but not now. You got to be patient with yourself, for real. You really have to be patient and consistent.
Wow. I'm so excited. I am so excited. Yeah, look at that. Somebody said, "Thanks, Shelby. I just screenshot it." You want me to put it back? Look, no, no, this is serious stuff because everybody on here, listen, you are valuable to the kingdom in whatever capacity. And
Amen.
I know Stacy's on here, and Stacy is not necessarily somebody. Well, she was on here. She's not like somebody with a title and a preacher and you know, pastor and all that good stuff, but she's necessary to the kingdom. She is a kingdom person. And so it becomes important. We need everybody to be in their place. And these are the things that we need you for. We want you around, and we want you to be effective in that. So if you want to screenshot that, I stuck it up there just again, and then I'm going to let Pastor talk some more, and then we're going to get ready to get her off of here because she has definitely been patient. What else can we learn? What else? What else can you impart to us?
Um, yeah, I mean, I think networking is good. I love taking on challenges. In terms of, I watch what I eat, but then I try to change up my working out. I remember when I first started, I have people that I love to say were great. Like Leslie Sansone, I did her walking videos. It really helped. Even Weight Watchers had something called Fit On, but then I discovered Fit On has an app. So anybody interested in Fit On is a free workout app that gives you like a whole week of exercises you can do. So I mean, you don't have to spend a whole bunch of money. I was buying all these videos on Amazon Prime, but you really don't have to spend any money. You can do things on YouTube. I found some things that were easy to do for me and just kind of fun. Like and then once you start looking at one video on YouTube, you see other things advertised. Like right now, I am having a ball with Grow with Joe. It is it has been so easy to do her workouts. She's got a range of workouts. She even has some gospel workouts. I remember when I lost my mom, and I'll try to do this without getting too upset, but I almost had another setback when I lost my mom because I didn't feel like doing anything.
Right.
Work. And sometimes they say things will help you, relieve stress, but I couldn't even make myself do it. Whew. But thanks be to God, there was a work hard, praise hard fitness thing I found on YouTube. Um, and I couldn't sleep at night. I would be up praying and talking to God. So I would get up because I'm a nighttime workout. That's another thing. You have to pick your time to work out. I'm not a morning person. So my time is night. Like when I get off here, I'm going to be going to change my clothes into my leggings to work out. I'm a night
Wow.
worker.
How long do you work out? And when you now, that's an excellent point. You all find your time, find what fits you.
You.
Make sure you can do
Because
that.
then you can stay consistent when you pick your time.
You
Um,
giving great nuggets.
yes.
Yeah. Now,
So
how long do you work out?
30 minutes to an hour. A lot of
30
times
minutes.
in the
Okay.
beginning, it's mostly hour workouts. I'm gonna tell you another secret about the workout thing. But what helped me in that transition with my mom was getting up in the morning and I was working out, but I was praying. It was like having church. So it was also medicine for my soul. And I was still getting in a workout. So those gospel workouts really, really, really helped me in that transition of keeping that mode going. But I had to go back to the evening because I just couldn't do the morning and I didn't want to mess up. But let me tell you all something. So I'm a Hallmark girl Christmas time when I do get a break or vacation. And you know how you want to have your lazy days and still look at TV? Get up and walk on the commercials. Get up and move. I've made up workouts where I can work out. Like I even have some little timers. I will walk in place while I'm watching my Hallmark movie.
Oh, wow.
And I'll do it for, say, 20 minutes. Like I'll walk in place doing exercise. I might be sitting in my chair and I'm just going, I'm going to make myself move. I'll get up and literally walk the lap around my house on commercials. Like I was so pressed in the beginning trying to get my steps in. And we were locked in. We couldn't go walking at the park, couldn't go anywhere.
Right, right, right.
I walked every chance I got in my own house. On Zoom in meetings, when we had breaks, I'd get up and walk in place or walk around my house. Like, take advantage of every moment you can. I pull up to a grocery store. I park far, instead of, God, give me a closed parking space, I'll park far away so I can walk.
Right. Are you, is there, because everybody, there's a 10,000 step, there's a 16,000 step. Is there a goal that became important for you? And I'm looking at my friend Jim McRavion. He is Faye's husband. And
Oh, hey. I know your wife.
yeah, yeah, listen. And there she is, great
Hey,
information,
Faye.
Ramley.
Hey,
Love this.
family.
Ramley. Yeah. And so Jim talking about between breakfast and lunch, right before dinner. Are you talking about exercising or are you talking about snacking? Is that what you talking about, Jim?
Oh, and I snack. That's another thing. Look, I don't have it in front of me, but I have a lunch box with a cooler pack in it. It goes everywhere I go. Because I ain't going to get
Wow.
out hungry because I'm too busy. I'm not going to get caught out
Gotcha.
hungry and I got to go grab some potato chips. Nuh-uh. You better eat them carrots. I eat carrots. I keep carrots, little cherry tomatoes, fruit. Everything is in my bag. And my little, like, I'll have low point, like, I can have pretzels in there. I keep snacks. When I got a chocolate fit, I got my little protein chocolate candy. I'm telling you, I should have brought my bag in here. But it is a lunch bag I have. It's got its own utensils in it. And I keep snacks in it. It goes everywhere I go.
Wow. That's good stuff. So you're not tempted like I am with a bag of chips.
Honey, I gotta
Lord.
have, I keep my salty snacks and my sweet snacks in there. And I try to keep some fresh fruit. Like a typical day, I get up at my breakfast used to always be a banana and a protein drink. That was my steady breakfast, like
Okay.
the whole time. Something easy and quick. Again, I'm so busy. I have to make things accessible for me and easy for me because I am so busy. Um, Boiled eggs. I can boil a set of eggs and then just have it ready to grab with me and take. Protein is key.
Listen to this. That Sam's Club.
Better go get some Cape Cod and wrap it. Now I love Cape Cod's jalapeno chips. I
Oh
love,
Lord.
and when I want them, I eat them.
That's me
I
right
can
there.
go
That's
get the whole
Sam's
big
Club.
bag. Can I
I
get?
get the big
I
one. Talking about it lasts all day. I love this man. I love
What you gonna do with it? What you gonna do, Faye?
I love him. I love him. You should just get the Sam's Club bag of chips. Just get the big one.
Yeah.
That is too funny. So that's good. Keep a bag, a little thing of snacks. Now, do you prep that nightly, morning? Do you just like you put your snacks in? Is that what you do? Is that how you maintain that discipline?
It really helps me because I have learned you have to learn about what kind of eater you are too. I have discovered I never thought it, but I am a very emotional eater. I will crave certain things and just to comfort myself, I will eat, you know.
Back up. So now you have to unpack that. What kind of eater you are?
Hmm.
E- Outside of being an emotional eater, what other kind do you know of other kinds of
Well,
eaters
yeah,
you are?
you might just want to eat. Like you might be a person who craves salty stuff. You might be a person that just loves food. I got a friend, she just wants to eat everything. And she a little teeny thing, but she just loves food. She just wants to eat, 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 eat. Um,
Listen, Shelby is wearing us out. Listen to this. I'm leaving this up. Don't call it a cheat day. Focus on how you can reward yourself with something you haven't had in a while. Find the time that fits your time. That is, I'm telling you, that's a nugget which helps you remain consistent. Take advantage of time to move and walk. You're giving us great tips. Multitask your downtime with exercise. Keep a snack bag. Yo, screenshot this. I'm gonna screenshot it myself. That was good. I'm going back, Shelby, and I'm gonna screenshot the other one too, because you helping us out. We've got to do better. We've got to be better, and you are giving us some serious nuggets. Now, yeah. So you were talking about you have to make sure you know what kind of eater you are. I told my sister she's turning out to be like my grandmama, always in the kitchen cooking something. Sit down somewhere.
yeah, because
And
you're the cook who loves to taste. and the
Yeah.
more add up, and then you sit down to eat.
So seriously, he says, I prep my orange slices, grapes, and water. So he was, in between, he's saying he does his prep work and he's prep his orange slices, grapes, and water, I guess, during the course of the day. That's good, McRavion. I'm gonna have to call you so we can figure out what kind of snacks. Because then if I prep that, my problem is I prep all the grapes. And then I be eating all the grapes all day long. And then all the slices. All of them just be like,
And see, sometimes you got to be careful with fruit too, because fruit still has sugar. So sometimes we can eat too much fruit and think we're doing a good thing, and it's not so good.
Gotcha. This is good. Let me see. Somebody else says seafood.
For real, right? I see you, Big Cannon. Yes.
Really, Cannon? Talk about a seafood eater. Seafood
You see it and you gotta eat it. Well, maybe
Then
you're
he
just
go.
an eater that likes to eat when you see other people eating. Like
Then he go put
on
on.
TV and you better go get it.
He gonna put on the end on here. Not me,
Not
but
me.
some people do this, and we have to make the same. Look, I'm a seafood eater. Lord Jesus, what did Stacy say? Steve, get you some rice cakes. I was on rice cakes for a little while, and then I was eating them like crazy. My problem is when I start eating, I just eat. I should just eat like a handful. I got big hands, but I just should just eat the handful. But then I use both of them.
But you can do that. You can eat all you want to eat if you get some carrots, some cucumbers, some tomatoes, some peppers.
Yeah, but see, my problem with the my problem with the carrots, boy, I'm gonna make you holler, and the celery, it's better when I dip it with some ranch. That's my problem.
Listen.
That's my problem.
You put those peppers and some the peppers and the cucumbers in some vinegar and some salt and pepper.
It's on. Is that good?
Or
that's good eat.
Vinaigrette dressing.
Get you what? Yeah, now that's true. Now vinaigrette is good.
You can do that. It's thebomb.com.
Okay, this is good. Shelby got some more. Determine what kind of eater you are. That's very good. That is a very good point. Determine what kind of eater you are. All the time eater, emotional eater, sweet eater, salty eater, someone who eats when others eat. I think that's a crucial point too.
And then sometimes we're stress eaters. We're on our jobs and we think we're hungry. We ain't hungry. We just gotta have something in our hand to eat. We just eat out of stress. Add a chicken wing. Add a chicken.
It just tastes better with a dip of ranch. So can they make a fat-free ranch or something that's got 0 points to it? Just give me the taste.
They do though.
I need that in my life.
Now I could also share some things with you. Like that's another thing. You gotta find things that you can do that you really love. And you don't want to get I'm an ice cream person. Now, that's probably how I got all that, but way too. I can eat ice cream every day, all year long, right? And I'm so grateful I found an ice cream that's good, and it's only 2 points a serving.
Oh wow, that's good.
About the whole pint, but which is getting 4 points, but it's so good. I don't even know how they're making it, and it's not bad for you. It's
what kind of? Can you say the ice cream?
I mean, I don't care. It's Nick's. It's Nick's ice cream. It's like a Swedish ice cream. It's expensive too, but when I
like Nick's
CKS, I'll send you a picture.
Send me a picture.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like on Weight Watchers, we have a food find, so people pop up pictures and show things that you can eat. There's some sauces that are good for you that are, sugar free but still very flavorful. So you have to find the things that you like and don't like. I don't eat anything I don't like. I'll tell you that.
I agree with you. Me neither. Mm-hmm. Hold on, Shelby. I need to screenshot this. Cannon gave me a great idea. I'm just going to screenshot stuff. This is good. I need to put your thing up and then screenshot that And so, because I want to make sure I have this as my what I'm doing. I want to be better. Anybody want to be better? There you go. All right. Shelby said something else. I'm sorry. Uh, Shirley. Do you suggest any books to read while on this healthy journey? Do you suggest daily affirmations?
Hmm. I don't have any particular books actually. Honestly, I it, on the very real tip, I pray hard. I pray. I talk to God. I think that's what helped my mindset shift this time because again, we all want to be fit. We all want to lose. We want it. Um, but this time when I knew and know that I was doing it for God, it's different. It's like
Hmm.
I'm doing this for Him. I can't. I can't go back on Him like I would on me.
Oh, that's an interesting
It,
concept.
yeah. It took it to a whole different realm. Even though I have to love me, because God says love Him, and He says love Him and love our neighbors as ourselves. So that's a three-way thing. He wants us to love ourselves, but it's something about me not wanting to disappoint God that took it to a different level for me. It wasn't just me trying to satisfy my flesh, but I want to please God.
That's interesting. Now that is an interesting approach. I guess being kingdom fit. Now that's a different mindset when we start because when you factor him in to people who are serious about him, you certainly I hadn't thought of it that way. I really hadn't thought of it in that way. Because I think we make weight personal for
Hmm.
us,
Hmm.
and that's an interesting. Now you've created what I call uh, almost a conflict in my mind because if I make that decision, then I'm definitely not going to go back on him.
And that's right. And that's the thing. When I repented, I was very serious. When I say I repented, I felt godly sorry that I had
Wow.
allowed myself to overeat to the point that I was getting in the unhealthy range and that I just totally let it go and didn't even realize how bad it was.
Tanya says something. Tanya says something that I really hadn't even thought about. Prayer is essential. It was the first step for me on this weight shed journey. And so, both of you are have done something that I don't know if I have considered it in
Right.
that manner.
Hmm.
That's a new way of
Yeah.
thinking about this. I don't know if I've prayed or even repented, if you will. I don't know if that was my approach, and maybe that is something for kingdom-minded people. Maybe we should pursue that um, because that adds a different twist to
Hmm.
weight loss.
I,
That's interesting.
it's a major part
Hannah
of my.
says, I'm going to be better. Thank God for this behind the veil episode. Yep, I called it episode because I want more. That's
Yeah.
great. That's good stuff. Good stuff, Ken. That's interesting. The repenting part and the bringing God into the equation because many of us who are kingdom people, if you tell us walk by faith and not by sight, we're going to do what we have to do. If you tell me to preach to whatever, I'm going to do that. I'm not going to disappoint God. I just never pull that card on myself that my weight is a kingdom. I want to be kingdom fit, but I did not make it a kingdom matter. How
Yeah.
about that?
Yes. Yes.
How about that? So maybe that's where I need to start. Maybe I need to pray. And then if I pray and put my spiritual context on it, maybe
And
that'll be better.
God do for what's best for you. You know.
Yeah. 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 Listen, you you won't believe it. It's like 8:06. You have
Yeah. I see.
I want to. I don't want to keep you, y'all. She's a pastor, and they listen. Let me tell you about her. She had church. She has Bible study on Tuesdays, so she sacrificed her Tuesday to come on here and give us this information. She should have been teaching Bible study at 7 o'clock, but she gave that time to us for Behind the Veil. And boy, did she give us stuff to really think about and consider, making sure that we become kingdom fit and we be better for God. Um, I do want to thank you for your time and your effort. I don't want to hold you
Thank you for
because
having me.
your time is precious. Your time, but your nuggets tonight, I believe, has really, really, really been helpful um, to the people who are watching this. And this information, I'm with you, Cannon. This information is worth more
God
than
bless you.
gold, because what good is it if you have that and you're not kingdom fit? She says, Shelby, here she is again. Being kingdom fit warrants us to be fit for the kingdom, not wanting to disappoint God. Repentance for negative behavior, prayers for ailments on our healthy journey. Wow, 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 and more wow. This has been a powerful, powerful episode. Um, I want you to have final words. I want you to just take the platform, speak to us. I agree with you. Health is wealth. Tanya, thank you for teaching us tonight, is what Tanya is saying,
Yeah.
because it's and my sister, thank you for all the information that you gave us. I mean,
Hmm.
it is invaluable what you've done, and I appreciate you for being on Behind the Veil. Uh, uh, keep saying nuggets. Now I want some chicken. Let's see what I'm talking about, Cannon. I'm praying for you.
You can have you some chicken nuggets. That's all right.
You can have you some chicken nuggets. You just got to make sure
Just gotta eat one.
in right, or if you have them, you're gonna have to make sure in between those commercials while you watching
Yeah.
television, you
Gotta
got to get
walk
up.
while you're eating them.
You got to walk while you eat them. I'm getting off and repent. I love it, Cynthia.
Amen.
I will fight the temptation. Yeah, I think that's where it begins. I'm giving you here. You got the platform. Talk to us, encourage us. You have really blessed us tonight on Behind the Veil. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure and a joy. I just encourage everybody to start with prayer and ask God, what He would have you do. Weight Watchers was my thing, and I'm happy to share with anyone interested in it. But I don't have a plug for them. They're not paying me to do this or anything like that. But it's been my success story. But I've also done other things that have been successful. I've played around with many different things, but I just know that maintenance is key. It's really not. That's another thing. Weight Watchers is not about a diet. It is about a change in our habits. It is about us pushing towards eating to be healthy, not even about eating to be in a certain size, but eating to be healthy and working out to be fit. Because really, if you want to lose weight, it's much more about food. But you also want to be fit and take care of your body. God gave us these bodies to take care of, and it's essential to take care of these bodies, which are the temple that houses the Spirit of Christ. And if we want to show Christ, we have to definitely be in the position to be able to do so with healthy bodies. So I encourage everybody to go for it with everything you've got, and if you really want it, go for it. And then that's about all.
I see you. Listen, I see you having a different kind of platform other than just preaching. Because look, if you can take this and encourage, especially the African American community in this, um, you know, I found out, Behind the Veil is me out of the pulpit, but I'm still doing His work. It's just a different way of me doing this work. And tonight, you have really helped us. You really have helped us think about this weight loss from a different angle. I had never really thought about it the way you've presented it tonight. And so I'm really going to get off and really think about that. You know, how am I approaching that? Because I think it's important. I think it's important. So thank you so much, y'all. This has been this is one of the best behind the veil episodes.
My goodness.
This is one of the best ones. Listen, y'all, we got to go. Thank you again from the Washington area, Pastor and Ramley forever, friend forever. Whatever you need, if you ever need anything from me, I'm a phone call away. Just call the bishop. The bishop can get me. Or now you have my number. So
I got your number now. I saved
yes.
it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, y'all. You got victory. Just follow what she's doing, and we'll forever do great things. All right. Until our next week, we're gonna have another guest. Wonderful. Join me. I'm Stephen Williams. They call me the good bishop, and ain't nobody good like God. Thank you for joining us behind the veil. Till our next appointed time. Bye, y'all.
Bye, everybody.